What's up? So today I'm covering more of a trend. It's not really I guess it's a culture topic in a way, but it's more of just a trend that's been happening. Um this trend I've seen on pretty much every platform at this point, from YouTube to TikTok, which I don't have TikTok, but I heard it was on there, so I looked it up. So it was on YouTube. But it's this trend where guys will call their other guy friends and basically wish them a good night. Now I think this is funny for two main reasons, and the first one is the first one is mainly that the guy friendships versus girl friendships are very different, in the sense that a girl can call a girl best friend and say like, hey, good night, love you, all this stuff. Where guys, we can't really do that. And it's these videos are hilarious, where it's like these guys be calling up their guy friends and they're like, hey, just wanted to like wish you, good night, sweet dreams, stuff like that. And then the other guy friend, he's just on the line, and he hears this and he's like, what? Like what'd you just say to me? And then the funniest one I saw was where this guy's like, why you talking to me like I'm your side chick, bruh? He's like, you being mad, you being disrespectful. And then the second reason that I think this is pretty funny is the culture of male friendships, which it's like we don't talk to each other for days, sometimes weeks, or even months, and then we go back to talking to each other like no time had passed. Still homies, still best friends, like whatever the case may be, And so I think this is hilarious because it highlights the idea of the peak male friendship, where it's like we don't have to. First of all, you calling me up at night to tell me goodnight, you weird, like you sounding gay, low key. And then is the second part, where we go back to this idea where male friendships are supposed to be, in a sense, not that close. Like, we all have one friend where we're like, yeah, that's my brother. Like, he's a brother to me. Like, he's close to me. Like, I would die for him. We all have men have like one person for that, right? It's like the average. That's like among us. Us guys, you know what I'm talking about. And then girls, they have like 5 to 10 fucking friends, where it's like they would consider all of them close. Like, they would all be there for each other. And as guys, we don't have that. And so you hear these guys on these phone calls and they're like, what? Like, what'd you just say to me, dog? And I think it's just so interesting because it just highlights the difference between the sexes. Whereas, like I said, a girl can call them and say that, and it's cool, it's chill. And when a guy does it, it's like, no, why you saying that though? Like, what's up with you? And then there was another one. There was another one where this guy was like, yo, you good? Like, cause his homie, he said in the video, he was like, yo, I love you, bro. I love you, dog. Like, good night, bro. And then he ends the phone call, and his friend texts him, and he shows him the text. He shows the phone the text. And the texts are like, yo, bro, where you at right now? I'll get you. Like, where you at? Like, I need to save you. I'm not letting you go out like this. And I just think it's hilarious how, like, and you'll even see these trends where it's like, a guy will just text one of his guy friends and be like, yo, I love you, bro. and then the immediate response is like, are you killing yourself? Like, are you good? Versus a girl will just be like, oh, I love you too. Like, I think it's hilarious, the difference, because it really just shows the peak male versus female friend experience, where peak male experience is like, you tell your homie, oh, I love you. He's like, nah, you good? Like, you gonna kill yourself? And then a girl's like, no, I love you too. And it kind of seems like a societal direction where we are at a point in society where it's like, it's normal to assume when your homie says that to you, that's what's going down. Like, that's what's going down. Like, it seems like that's normal, right? Which is not a good thing, considering, and I covered this on the last video with the men's mental health thing, but it's not a good thing considering like 50% of men kill themselves at the age of like 50. So when you have this societal push where male friendships are basically this like close net, like no more than 4 or 5 people really. You got one close guy, and if you say certain stuff to him after so much time, he's going to assume you're going to end your life. Where it's like, that's a peak. That's what it is. And it seems insane to me, sort of, where you have this cultural phenomenon of male to female friendships and male to female suicide, where and this is sort of another part of it. It's like I'll branch off of this for like 1 second. It's this part of it where, like, men, we don't see we don't see a light at the end of the tunnel, so we just, versus women, they like try and it doesn't work, so they just end up keep going. And because women can go to their female friend and say these things and be like, yo, good night, just like call them up, and it's normal, and that their mental health is not like insanely fucked. And then you have guys over here that are like, yo, I love you, bro, and they just immediately assume that they're gonna kill themselves. And they're not that far off from what's actually true, which is crazy. And they're just like, I don't know, I think the trend is just, it's kind of, it seems like a healing process, kind of. Somehow, it's actually helping guys, because now they're like saying something and talking to their friend after however much time has passed, which they don't usually do that. And so they're actually just catching up and being like, oh, yeah, what's going on with you? Because we don't really do that, that's not our type of thing. And it's just insane. I think the trend overall is like, it actually seems to be like a good thing for guys, because like I said, they're getting a lot of, it's bringing a lot of unnecessary, it seems unnecessary, but it actually might be helping, which is why I think it's a good thing. But it's like it's bringing grievances out that we didn't know existed, which is pretty funny in a way. I don't know, it's crazy. And then, I mean, again, we live in this society where, like, these trends pop up and they go away and then they come back, or like they revamp and they renew. And this one seems different. but in reality, it's more of like it's a casual, slow process rather than a immediate, like, oh, this is happening, like, now we gotta figure it out and fix it, you know? But overall, I think the trend is just, it's hilarious. But yeah, that's my thoughts on that. I might give some more. I'll see y'all.